I think ADMARES is leading the charge of building into the 21st century.
It is an actual disruption of the whole market.
We will write history with this.
This is what we couldn't do a couple of years before.
I mean, it's innovative, it's exciting, it's something that you want to own.
This is more than just a technological implementation, it's something that is important.
It's going to be game-changing.
Our background is in the shipbuilding industry, where large units typically get produced in a very controlled factory environment and then delivered to the shipyard for final efficient assembly. That made us look at the traditional construction industry, which today still relies on building everything outdoors. A traditional construction site is usually extremely chaotic with many challenges. The biggest challenges being, first of all, you need skilled manual labor to assemble buildings. And we're running out of skilled manual labor in the world. Due to that, the cost of construction keeps rising. On top of it, it's very difficult to control the quality when you build outdoors, because you're always dependent on weather conditions and other logistical challenges. That makes us think, why do you actually build outdoors at all? There's really no benefit. It's just something we've been used to do for the last 2,000 years. So we wanted to completely remove the need for a traditional construction site. We wanted to develop a technology allowing us to build a home in a factory like a product. Together with our partners now, we spent 8 years on developing the technology, and we today have the technology allowing us to mass produce homes in a factory without the need for any skilled manual labor.
The key metrics for our product are takt time of 22.5 minutes per home, 80% less waste per produced home, while at the same time achieving far superior quality than anyone would get while building on site. And that labor that we have do not need to be construction labor, they can be assembly line operators who we can train in a day. Our home being a product is the key discovery in this kind of mindset. Without having a product, you cannot put it in a factory and then you cannot industrialize. That was by far the biggest breakthrough in all of this.
We had the product technology, but we're completely lacking the production technology. We had no clue how to build a factory using automation and robotization.
Fairly soon after we tried to design a factory on our own, it failed miserably, so we had to get external help to figure out the production side of this.
Porsche Consulting was actually our first technology partner. Porsche came in and guided us with the concept from automotive industry using the so-called fishbone concept and how we can use pre-assembly and then main assembly and actually get very high productivity and get to a level of mass production.
Everything should work smoothly, right? I think about an orchestra, for instance, making music. Everything is working more or less in a harmonic environment and rhythm, so to say. Well, I had this encounter with Michael Hedberg, the CEO. I found his vision very promising and very inspiring, and so we came together.
MHP's role from the beginning has been very clear. They have been responsible for designing the whole digital ecosystem, the whole digital backbone.
For me, the catchphrase was that actually ADMARES was willing to build something that is revolutionary.
You will have so many different competencies that you would need to introduce, like manufacturing, like assembly lines, like robotics, AI, everything which is coming with processes and organizations and operating models. Bringing that together is exactly our role.
EDAG took the concept and designed the whole logistics part of it, production lines and main assembly lines. So basically everything inside of the factory, how it functions and works, is something EDAG has designed.
We are acting as the digital and industrial integrator in this project. So we have designed the factory's internal logistics, all the 26 production lines, including the automated main assembly line.
We're there to help differentiate the way that home is designed with a lot of our digitalization tools, some of our electrification products, and then we're also going to play a significant role in the way that factory is designed in a digital-first way.
We've been making robots for 50 years, and our role is essentially to robotize the processes to drive high levels of automation for precision and repeatability of these systems within the smart factory environment.
The problem that we are solving actually with EDAG and with all the other partners in the project is how do we bring all those different data sources together? Because if you look at it, if you want to build a virtual representation of any kind of environment, the challenge that you still have today is that you're tapping into various different tools, that might not talk to each other. So helping our partners to tap into that with our Omniverse libraries, the SDKs behind and the frameworks, this is the core of what we're providing. providing to that project.
Something that I think is crucial in order to go from PowerPoint into the reality is the logic of technological partnering.
When we talk about physical AI today, there's not going to be one player who's like, and here is the solution to any kind of intelligent machine or intelligent home or intelligent production. This is an ecosystem play because there are so many ingredients.
EDAG, in cooperation with Siemens, NVIDIA, started to build the smart factory in a virtual world. And using our industrial metaverse platform METIS, we are combining or bringing together digital twins, virtual commissioning, simulation, physical AI, and industrial implementation in a truly integrated system. And this enables us to test workflows, to avoid bottlenecks in the facility, and to confirm upfront that the planned productivity will be an outcome in the physical facility.
This is a very big digital play. We're able to actually simulate and validate the factory, that it actually works and creates the productivity and tact time that we have planned before we even build the factory.
This is what we couldn't do a couple of years before because we were working in data silos, and today we are able to really break that up to come to one unified view, and with that again enable the sort of ground to do any kind of training and simulation optimization of the factory.
It's really painful to build out models in the real world and make mistakes in the real world because it's very expensive. You know, from concrete to steel to equipment, these simulation tools, if you're able to make those mistakes in a virtual environment, and you can make as many as you want, you can iterate on that, you can anticipate, you can interpolate. There's so many things that you can do in a virtual environment. You know, you're not guessing at how it's going to work out. You absolutely know it's going to happen. And when you lean in on digital twin use cases for the design of the home itself, the benefit is in the homeowner that has access to the data, right? You've got a home that's speaking to you. You have a manufacturing environment that's speaking to the home.
Traditionally, homes are black boxes. We don't really know how they're performing. With our smart home platform, we're actually able to monitor energy consumption, water consumption, leakage detection, quality of air, and every single equipment is connected to one platform that is simple to operate through your smartphone or displays in the wall. For the first time, we'll actually have real-world data and know how homes are performing.
Now the home is out there performing with the homeowner, and it's feeding data right back to the manufacturing environment, and those engineers are looking at that data and they can make intelligent decisions about future design products. And all of a sudden your factory is adapting to the design changes of a home. And from a community standpoint, unfortunately, we've got weather patterns that are extremely challenging. So whether it's wind, whether it's fire, whether it's flood, you now have a product that is more sustained through those challenging times because it is a stronger home, it is a smarter home.
We're also very excited that our technology makes a big difference when it comes to sustainability. We're reducing the CO2 emissions by 75% and waste to material by 80% when comparing to traditional construction.
This is more than just a technological implementation, it's something that is important because the people are waiting for housing and therefore we need to implement and speed up the deployment.
It's not really a country-wise or a site-wise issue, it's a general issue. Population is rising. We have a shortage all over the place. Wherever we find people, they are struggling with the same thing.
Think about Australia right now needing 1.2 million homes by 2029. And that's a massive social, economic challenge that many countries are facing. To be able to solve that problem is something I think we should take a lot of pride in.
This is a huge contribution to society, a huge benefit for all the customers. Now it's time. It's really time to realize that.
It's interesting that it took this long for construction to follow what all other advanced industries have already done, but we've done it now and we're getting the benefits of industrialization. First of all, you get the cost down, which we believe is the most important thing in order to be able to create affordability of housing again. Secondly, we're able to build at scale. In order to start affecting the housing shortage, we have to start mass producing. We're able to do that now. And thirdly, we're not making any compromise with quality. Since we're putting it in a high-quality, automated and robotized factory, actually our homes are of highest quality. This is a technology that finally will start affecting the global housing shortage, providing very high-quality homes at affordable prices. Together, we're not just building homes. we're actually transforming one of the largest industries in the world and making housing affordable again in the process.